Hello, welcome to Just Bird Tarot. Um, Today we're going to do a Britney Spears reading, and what I have here is on top of this video, you're going to see another video where I shuffled and I laid out all these cards, okay? I hold them up to the screen so you know there's nothing weird going on over here. I grabbed a deck of tarot cards, so this may be a little bit longer. That's why I wanted to put out both the clarifying deck and the oracle cards all at once to save time. Yours and not really mine. It doesn't save me any time, but it does save you some time as far as like video and getting to the nook and cranny of this reading. This is for entertainment purposes only, folks. I am just an algorithm hoe. Ho, 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 by the way. It is the eve of Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of you who celebrate. Now let's get into Miss Britney Spears. I don't have anything up on the screen. I don't know if she's been really in the headlines lately. What I do know is that there is, she has a crew, I guess, kind of like the Beehive, but they're the Britney, the Free Britney fans. That was it. The hashtag Free Britney, and after she had been in a conservatorship since 2008 and she was released from the conservatorship a year ago, and folks are concerned that they haven't seen Miss Britney. When Britney was poppin' and alive, I was rearing children, so I very much know who she is. I knew what all of the scenario, all of the sensationalism. I also remember there was a time where when all of that, after the shaving of the head and the umbrella and all of that, and the nonsense with Kevin Federline, all of it, Britney went to a radio station and said that she was cloned, and it was a live broadcast. Does anybody remember that or have any source of reference to that? I'm sure it's still lingering out there online. But let's get into Miss Britney Spears. Since she's been released from her conservatorship and allowed to, spend her money, she's got married to a man by the name of Sam. Now, I don't know anything about Sam, but anybody that just pops up, that he's a very handsome man. And, the little sleuthers online, they've dug into Sam's past, and I think there's some questionable things, at least to some. I haven't done my own homework, but let's get into this reading. The first house that represents her self-image, Britney's ego. She has forgiveness and anticipation in the pipeline. So Britney feels that she will heal, and it's in the pipeline. She anticipates in her soul, and she really does. She thinks like through, I believe through forgiveness, that all things are possible, right? So her ego is like anticipates the day that she will be able to forgive herself and others, because that's another thing. Like Britney has to forgive herself for not fighting harder for herself, and she has to forgive herself for things with her children, because all of this changed their lives too. So I really feel for Miss Britney Spears. I have a question. I'm going to say the box's name, so if you have one, turn it off right now, because I'm going to say the name. I'll try to bleep it out, whatever. Alexa, does Britney Spears have a butterfly tattoo?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, no.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks for your feedback.
Okay. I was focused on the butterfly. I thought Britney may have had a butterfly tattoo or something. Could just be the monarch thing, if y'all know what I'm saying. Now, I don't usually go down that road or train of thought, but with this reading, I have a couple of questions. That's why I grabbed the tarot. Oh, come on, screen. Don't do this to me now. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. All right, we're going to move on. So that's how she views herself in a state that, like, she anticipates a state of forgiveness, forgiving herself and maybe others, you know, forgiving others. She waits that, but I think maybe she may anticipate being forgiven by her children, as well. Like there's a whole lot of things, like the onion is rather large, and peeling it all back will take a long time. But let's move on to her current economic affairs. This is her second house, and this is the astrological sign of Taurus, and it is ruled by the planet of Venus, and we have attainment, reaching the top, and motivation. So she is motivated to reach the top. She doesn't want to quit. Do not, for all the little, the fans of Britney that want to see her do something. Um, I see, you know, she's going to do something like change. I'm going to use this as the reference for change versus all of the butterflies, since this is the butterfly deck. It's all about life changes. So let's see. Um, Attainment, reaching the top. Well, financially, she's still motivated to reach the top. She's a queen. You see her crown there? She wants to reach the top. So currently, her current economic affairs is she's still trying to reach the top, the top of her finances. I think she's already reached the top, but she still wants to. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't believe she has. Maybe who knows? Moving on to her third house, we have the house of communication. All right, this is the astrological sign of Gemini, and it's ruled by the planet Mercury. However, what we have here is resolve and a course of action and self-care. So she could be talking about moving, but she's moving in the right direction. She could be talking about changing course. She may think that moving is what she needs to do to distance herself from a situation. Okay, this may come in July. There may actually be, I'm just saying that because the chariot is there. And if you can see, June or July, she may be anticipating a move. She may be talking about this new course of action. She wants to change directions. It's the right thing for her to do. And it's because it will help her to heal herself. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't see, I don't think that her and Sam are going to make it. So I don't think they're going to make it past 2023. I don't know what the media is going to tell us, but I don't think that they're going to make it. We're going to move into her fourth house, and this is representative of her house and her home. I don't feel like we really need to change this. Actually, I feel like that she's just going to move, but I do have questions for this house. This represents her house, her home. So what's going on in Brittany's home? It says, you are stronger than you know, and it says meditation, seeking tranquility. Things are not great in Brittany's house. Now, Brittany lives with Sammy and like pups. She doesn't have kids, and you know what I mean? The family aspect and all of that. This is like her home. Her home. It's the sign of Cancer. Intuitively, she knows that something's wrong, and she wants peace. She wants to be at peace, and there's something she's going to find. I feel like she's going to find something out about Sammy. Oh my goodness. Do you see that? I'm looking at this here. Almost like Andy's tied to the chair. Just saying, folks. They're prayer beads. That's meditation prayer beads. I forget what they call them. Mala, don't know, but whatever, prayer beads. So she's upping her prayer. I know that she kind of denounced Christianity. She's really ticked off at God because of the situation at hand. How do you feel about Britney Spears? Because I honestly feel for her. Uh, I feel for her. I want to see what's going on at home for Britney. I'm going to consult tarot here. Let me see. You just my screen just will not cooperate. Let's see. This meditation. Why is she stronger than she knows? What's going on? Can you give more of what's going on? I have a feeling, but a feeling isn't enough, you know. Let's just see. Because I don't know if my feeling is like, you know, I don't know if my feeling is correct or not. We have a lot of movement in her house. This could also indicate like a lot of sex and communication, but also travel. So there's a lot of talking going on. I don't know. Let's see. What are they talking about? Somebody's texting. This is online communication. What's going on? A lot of texting going on. A lot of traveling. What's going on here? I don't want my personal opinion to get in the way. Let's see. What's going on? Because we have travel down here as far as talking about moving, the best course of action. Then we have a travel card here, which is fast, quick, speedy movement. But this is a lot of online communication. Somebody, look, nope, no, there's deception. Seven of Swords in the reverse. She catches Sam. She's gonna see something either online. She's stronger than she knows. She's gonna find out something. That she's going to find out that there's cheating, lying, scamming, cheating going on in her home. So I'm going to say it's Sam because that's her home. We all know there's been a lot of betrayal and mistrust going on, but this is online communication. This is a lot of, like I said, this could just be cheating, but she may find out through some form of, maybe she checks a phone or sees a text or an email, or it could even be fraudulent. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Give me one more. What else for Miss Britney on this in her household? That's why she's seeking tranquility. She just wants peace, and she can't get it because there's a lot of disruption and I would say fighting with the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Eight of Wands. Queen of Swords. Yeah, cold, detached, harsh words, cutting words. Cutting words. And you know what? We have 8 swords together, which could indicate like an oppression, a prison, somebody trying to keep her trapped in a prison. And I don't know what he is doing, but there's some form of deception. He's lying and like cheating her. I don't know if that's like a physical sex kind of lie, cheat, but there's something not right in her home. That's why it says you're stronger than you know, Miss Britt. So find your center and find your peace. Do I personally think that Brittany is mentally? I'm not I'm not a psychologist or anything, but it's kind of like almost how can you not be? How does the situation of the conservatorship not perpetuate mental illness? I mean, you can't trust anybody. Your own father put, video on her in her bedroom without her permission as an adult woman. That's disgusting. If any other man did that without her permission, they would be in prison. That's so intrusive and that's perverted and disgusting. Jeez, I know what I do alone in my bedroom. What a jerk. All right, and since we're going to get into her sex life, this is her 5th house, and it says, welcome the new. Whether her and Sammy are trying new things, but I'm going to say this is a new partner. Okay. As well, we have self-deciding, the enforceability of states of mind, which is concerning. if you buy into conspiracies when we talk about enforceability of states of mind. But this is her sex life, so I would say that I don't know if he's using that to, I don't know, welcome the new. And since it's self-deciding, she could be, as far as sex, just solo. Uh, However, it could also be like she has a decision to make. Let's clarify. I know it's not a great house to clarify the sex, but whatever. Let's find out. Self-deciding. Is this about Britney? Like making up her mind whether or not she wants somebody new or to try something new? You know, maybe Sam's a freak and she's like, no. Or maybe she is and he's like, no, no, no. I don't know. No, she's heartbroken. Third party. Oh, she's three people. Heartbroken and cheating card over here in the reverse. So that's just deception. So anyway, she's heartbroken. She's heartbroken. Is somebody trying to enforce heartbreak? Heartbreak to Britney. Let's see. What is this? Welcome the new, and it's up to her because she has a broken heart. You know what I mean? Or does she? It's up to her to be in a third party situation, but she has a broken heart. Let's see. It's about love and commitment. She wants love and commitment. She has to decide if she wants to stay hurt and stuck in her feelings and welcome the new and find true love and have family and commitment, or does she want to stay here in the heartbreak and the deception that is going on in her household over here? Do you know what I'm saying? So we'll know because, you know, people can't stop talking. I'm sitting here talking about Britney Spears. All right, we're going to move on to her sixth house, and this is her future economic affairs. This is the sign of Virgo, and the ruling planet is Mercury, and what we have here is body changes. So there's going to be changes in her future affairs as far as her finances, which doesn't mean that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but attached to this is a family gathering. So this forgiveness, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. There's changes. Let's just clarify. The silver spoon. Is this the they're going to change their mind because she's, you know, the silver spoon, like the golden child. Let's see, that there's going to be some changes because of a family gathering. Are they going to try to reinstate conservatorship or something? Britney may, let me just voice my opinion here. I'm going to voice it. Britney may need mental health services. That's not, you know, absurd to think for anyone. So she may need those, but really, let me tell you, she has, I don't know what her net worth is, but millions of dollars that these people have, her family has lived off of her and benefited from her enormous amount of fame and success. So she has all of this money. Why are people telling her what she can and cannot do? Why? Because she's nuts? Whatever, you know, mental illness. Listen, she earned every penny of that, and if she wants to spend every penny of that, if she wants to destroy her finances, why is she not allowed to do that? Why not? Her children are grown. She's taken care of her family. who cares what she does with her money? If she wants to go broke, that's her prerogative. She provided for everyone. That's my personal opinion. Do I think Brittany needs help? Yeah, I feel like we're all products of our environment, and there's no way that she's unscathed by her environment since all of, like, since she entered the world of the entertainment world. Let me keep going. I'm just blabbing over here. Let's move into her seventh house, her relationship and her marriage. And look what we have: breaking barriers and memory. Sam's getting the boot. Grief work. Grief work. Grief work. Now this could be that they're going through counsel, and maybe she and Sam are going through therapy. But this is Brittany healing, and it could be with her husband. Says, I love you. Maybe he's not as bad as people think. Not sure, but up here he's not being honest or truthful. And if he's trying to enforce a state of mind through sex, I don't know. Maybe he messed up and he's trying to, like, get back in her good graces or something. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right, we're gonna move into, well, let's throw some tarot on this. Breaking barriers and grief work, because this is her marriage. Is her marriage going to become a memory and she has to heal from the marriage, or is her marriage helping her break through these barriers from her, tumultuous life? Let's see. Brittany. Let's see. We have the Two of Coins and the Magician, which could, and the Ace of Swords. So what are we thinking? There's a new beginning, trying to find balance. So this is about manifesting some form of reality and new way of seeing things, viewing things, thinking. So that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to kind of bring balance into her life, like through the form of, this is about manifestation, and it takes time. The Magician is a person of, focus, and it takes time and patience. There's also another coin there, so that would represent teamwork with the 3 coins combined. Okay, but then we have the sword. All right, so she's thinking, and there would be a sword, or, well, there is no sword here. There would be one something to represent air. However, there's not a sword, so I will not say that. It's a new way of seeing things and a new way of communicating. All right, that's what she's trying to manifest through her grief counseling and her memory, which makes me think that there's something, like the split personalities, DID, things like that. I don't know if they exist or they don't exist. They say that they exist. I'm not sure. You tell me what your thoughts are there, but that's what's going on at home. So she's trying to go through counsel, and this is talking about it and seeing things more clearly and speaking for herself and creating this atmosphere to bring balance and working as a team, and there's something to do with her memory, and it says, I love you, and it's grief work, and that's her marriage. So let's move on into her 8th house, which is her subconscious. So what she doesn't know, it has to do with religion and spirituality and a change of mind. So Brittany doesn't know that she's going to have a change of heart, but I would say since she changed her mind about Christianity, she's most likely going to change her mind back. and there will be an adjustment period for that religion and spirituality. She does, more spiritual than Christian, but you may see her going and getting like a renewal of like a baptismal. I say that because of this. Do you see Andy is working on, I don't know, the doll's head, and the head's cracked open. What is this with like with the head, the mind, cracking open the skull and doing something with the mind? I don't know. It's just a doll, but symbolism. And the thimble. So the thimble is a protection, right? So they're trying to they're trying to heal her with a doll, trying to stitch up the doll. And a thimble, it will protect you. So there's a level of protection. All right, let me just keep moving. She's having a change of heart though about religion and spirituality. She doesn't know this yet, but it will come. It's not something that she's actively thinking about, but she may be being nudged in that way. And then we have the reality. This is what she actually does manifest into life, and we have emotions and depletion. She's exhausted. Lack of resources, and it's emotional resources. Brit needs rest, help, love. She needs a huge freaking hug. And she needs to be heard. I think part of a lot of, things like she needs to be heard. And then we move into her 10th house, and this is her social standing, how, others view her. And self-employed, right? So she takes care of herself, but take your medicine. So people, that's how others are viewing her. Like she needs to take her medicine and take care of herself so that she can work. Take your medicine and work. Isn't that a shame? Take your medicine and work. That's exactly the same message that her family's been telling her for years. Let's see. Moving into her 11th house, we have the dance, and it says, let's make whoopee, healing from the past. A friend may turn into a lover while she's embracing the new. So I would say that up here, if she finds out that dude's been screwing around or whatever, and she's in some third party or her heart's broken, he's just not the dude that she thought that she married. Whatever it turns out, welcoming the new. Let's see. Heartbreak, though. The third party. She may decide to hook up with a friend. Healing through like embracing the moment, the spur of the moment. It says, let's make whoopee. So I'm thinking that a friend may come back around from the past and, seal the deal. I wonder which friend will be. 23 skidoo. I don't know what that is, but we have guardianship. This is concerning too, because this is her enemies. All right, these are the folks that don't like her. Listen, moving. Now we have her moving, right? That like maybe that's the best course of action for her. We have someone in her home, a lot of movement in her home, and it's also a travel card, the 8 of Wands. So let's see, can I get my screen on, please? Please. We have moving and kindness and caring, guardianship. All right, so her enemies, I think they're trying to get her into some form of guardianship, move her into a guardianship. These are not her friends, so but they may be very highly manipulative in trying to play nice, with kindness and caring. Like, oh, I'm your friend. I love you. Where are we at here? I love you. Power of a 5 could mean chaos. Not sure. but moving. So I think her friends want to move her into a guardianship. Let me just clarify that with some tarot, and then I'll stop. I will stop. I promise. All right. Guardianship, Miss Britney Spears. Skidoo. What is that? Skidoo. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Page of Swords in the reverse. Liars. Someone's spying on her. They're liars. Could be younger than her. They're doing it online. Like I said, there's a lot of online communication up here where Sam could be found out. Someone in her home, anyway. It doesn't have to be Sam, but somebody in her home. I'm just saying him because he's in her home. However, somebody could be having a whole lot of online communication here too. Just saying. And pages are messengers. But this message is coming in the reverse. Spies. Okay? Her enemies have spies on her. They're spying on you, Britney. You know this. It's your lover. Pull one more. He's not a part of the team. But do you not see what they have on their heads here? I'm just saying, folks, I know, don't hop too far down the rabbit hole or anything, all right, while you're out there. But you all have a Merry Christmas, all right? That's what I have for Miss Britney Spears. Let me know in the comments below who you would like a reading on. And if you made it this far, please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Merry Christmas and many blessings.